This is from Friday. House passes cybersecurity bill. Police want backdoor to web users' private data. CNET News. Just keeping your data indefinitely. Internet censorship. Major truth-providing websites blocked by Asia Netcom to New Zealand users. Almost every major telecom, simultaneously, they list them. We've been sent the screenshots. You can't get there. Major international transport hub censors political websites. Prisonplanet.com. While media accuses China of blacklisting sensitive information, censorship is taking place right here at home. While establishment media outlets in the UK spent most of the last week on China's censorship of political websites in anticipation of the Olympic Games, this is from a year ago, they ignore the fact that London's Street International, one of the biggest transport hubs in the West, has already implemented stringent filters that block users from Wi-Fi service from accessing even mildly political websites. Then it goes through Prison Planet being blocked, but then even other Think Progress, all these other mainstream websites being blocked. Do you know why this is happening? This is happening because when you Googled London bombing in 2005, the #1 thing on Google News and on Google Web was prisonplanet.com. How the government ran a drill of bombing the exact same buses and trains at the exact same time. When you Google ClimateGate, we're #1, exposing these criminals. When you Google the Justice Department going after the Second Amendment, we come up first. On every issue, folks, I've made films that have been seen over 150 to 200 million times for free online. Obama deception, Fall the Republic. The system is scared of what we're doing here. We'll be back. All right, I'm going to give out the toll-free number. And if you have tried to get on Infowars.com or Prisonplanet.com, there's many different types of censorship. There's libraries, colleges, corporations, but that's their right. Governments, China, Australia, New Zealand, big telecoms are blacklisting Infowars.com and Prisonplanet.com. City-installed Wi-Fi networks that you pay for with your tax money, censoring my 2 main websites. People in China and New Zealand and Australia can still go to prisonplanet.tv. I need people in Australia, New Zealand, Italy, and other countries where we're being censored. And the governments have announced they've started censoring. Not just me, WikiLeaks, that puts out all these government documents, is being censored all over the place. We got hacked really bad and professionally when we were exposing the swine flu as a hoax back in April of last year. I want to give the number out to people who have specifically been blocked or censored, 888-201-2244. Just dial your country code, and then 888-201-2244. Here is that number again, 888-201-2244. Also, send screenshots of how you've been blocked to showtips@Infowars.com. We're doing big reports throughout the week on this. Remember, Obama Information Czar calls for banning free speech. That was back from January 14th, just a month ago or so, or less. Time Magazine pushes draconian internet licensing plan. This is from February 3rd, just 4 days ago. The death of the internet. Censorship bills in UK, Australia, US aim to block undesirable websites. That's from December 17th. See, it's now happening. Do you understand? And they're saying they want to restrict talk radio. This isn't a joke. Why is this happening? It is on record that the G20, the head bankers of the 20 nations, have stolen over $50 trillion worldwide, $28 trillion in the U.S. They are robbing the planet. They have committed massive crimes. There's open talk of them being indicted or arrested. And they are the main institutions funding the shutdown of freedom of speech on the web. It is really happening. And the newspapers and mainstream TV, they like it because alternative speech and news is kicking their butt. And I have a stack of articles here from all over England and the U.S. where police in Tampa and New York City and everywhere Someone will be videotaping police beating somebody up 100 yards away, and the cops will come up and beat them up and charge them for wiretapping when there's no perception of privacy on the street. Same way the government can videotape you. They are scared. Big Brother is on the ropes. That's why they're doing this. So we need everybody in other countries that are having us blocked. You need to create your own blogs or sites separate from your own if you're worried about it getting shut down, and doppelgang. Copy everything we do at Infowars.com and Prisonplanet.com up onto those sites. Post it on your Facebook, Google, MySpace. Either we hang together or we all hang separate. Now, I notice the phone lines are loading, but mainly from the U.S. We're always getting calls from New Zealand, Italy, China. I got calls throughout the week from China where we're banned. Are these callers specifically on censorship? Not being able to visit Infowars or Prison Planet. Well, I'm not going to go to them then. These are specifically open phones for people who have experienced it. My friends, we're being robbed. It is a concerted effort. In fact, here is news.co.au of Australia, secret summit of top bankers. This came out on Saturday, yesterday. The world's top central bankers began arriving in Australia yesterday as renewed fears about the strength of the global economic recovery gripped world share markets. See, secret banks meeting secretly. And the internet ends compartmentalized news. You're listening all over the U.S. on AM and FM, globally on shortwave, internet, satellite. You're now hearing me talk about how bankers are meeting secretly in Australia. I remember a UN summit with a secret treaty in 2000. In fact, remember Obama last year? It came out in the Associated Press, secret internet treaty to restrict free speech. In fact, pull that up for folks. Obama supports secret UN internet treaty, secret UN copyright treaty. But you read it, it's an end of freedom of speech, nothing to do with copyright. Just like they're saying cybersecurity, and all the major nations are saying the same thing, is meant to stop hacking. But when you actually read the bill, it's about attacking free speech. Representatives from 24 central banks and monetary authorities, including the U.S. Federal Reserve and European Central Bank, landed in Sydney to meet tomorrow at a secret location, the Herald Sun reports. Secret! They don't want us communicating with each other worldwide and knowing what's going on. Here's another one they don't want you to know about. Reuters, Bayer to pay $1.5 million in second lawsuit over GM rice. Frankfurt, Germany. Bayer was ordered by a jury in the United States to pay $1.5 million in damages to 3 farmers for losses they incurred because of contamination of Bayer's genetically modified rice, the second in about 500 similar cases pending. A genetically engineered rice. They've got rice and corn that a whole bunch of GMO companies do that grow live HIV virus in it, that grow live sterilants, to quote, sterilize men in it. That's Associated Press. The new Smart Stack by Monsanto has 8 genetic traits, 6 of them live pesticide in the corn, so bugs won't eat it, but so when you eat it, they say it's fine, though all the major studies show it causes organ failure. That's mainstream news. But again, all they want's a bunch of corporate shills on radio, TV, and print who won't tell you about this. This is the type of information that we are dealing with. And again, I want all these callers to know, Bill, Joe, Drew, Mike, Bill, James, if they're not specifically on internet censorship, guys. Oh, so caller 789 are. Okay. Good, because I just want to leave the phones open because I get these calls throughout the last 2 weeks from New Zealand, Australia, Italy, and China, where they can't go to my site. It's now confirmed in the news. I want to hear from people that this directly has happened to. Mike in Florida, did this happen to you?
Yeah, Alex, how's it going, man?
Well, not too good. I mean, it's getting late. That means they're getting ready to drop the hammer that they're now testing internet censorship. And if we don't get on top of this and create a firestorm, they're going to set the precedent and continue.